Let's finish animating the arms by adding follow-through to the forearms and wrists. So this is pretty straightforward. We just want to make sure that we don't rotate the forearms and wrists too much. We want to add exaggeration, yes, but if we take it too far, the arm swing will seem very cartoony. Let's go ahead and start with the forearms. We'll start on the right side, transfer over to the left, and then we can finish up by working on the wrists. Let's grab our rotate gizmo. Right here on frame 3, as the arm is swinging back, for follow-through, the forearm should rotate up. Great. Now, as the arm starts to swing forward, on about frame 11, let's go there and rotate the forearm back. Excellent. Alright, so now we can do a little bit of cleanup work. We can go to our curve editor. Let's take a look at our x-axis. And that's the frozen X, so I'll go ahead and move to the Euler X. There we go. Let's get rid of all of these keys in between. They don't do anything for us. We'll go to the y-axis and do the same thing. And now we come to the z-axis. Okay, so we can do some cleanup work here. Let's start by taking this key on 8 and deleting that. And now we can grab the keys on 1 and 15, set their tangents to smooth, adjust our keys a bit, and then go ahead and set them to spline. Perfect. So, in no time at all, we have taken care of the forearm. That looks beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and transfer these values to the left side. So on frame 3, we're using about a value of 122. I'll just go ahead and copy that and use the reciprocal on frame 10. So we'll go ahead and grab the left forearm, head over to frame 10, and put in that value. So paste. Again, if we don't use the reciprocal, the forearm's moving in the wrong direction, so we'll go ahead and use about negative 122, and that will fix that. Alright, we can go back to the right forearm and take a look at frame 11. Let's go ahead and copy this value of about 63. And we'll need to use negative 63 on the left side, and that happens on frame 4. So we'll just go ahead and paste that value in. There we go. And now we can clean up the animation. We'll right-click and choose the curve editor. In the x-axis, again, we get rid of all of those in-between keys. Same thing goes for our y-axis. Now for the z-axis, let's take a look. Looks like we have a key on frame 8 we can get rid of. 4 and 10 look good, so we just need to adjust our keys on 1 and 15 now. Let's go ahead and select our keyframes here, and we'll choose Set to Smooth. We'll hold down Control and start to drag down to fix the flow. And now we can go ahead and choose Set to Spline. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and minimize the curve editor. Make sure we're satisfied with the left forearm. Very exciting. So instantly that is finished. We can now do the same thing for the wrists. And for the wrists, we'll just go ahead and delay them one frame. So instead of using frame 3, for the right side, we'll use frame 4. We'll rotate it up. Not much. And instead of using frame 11 on frame 12, we're going to go ahead and rotate the wrist down. Alright, again, we animated in the z-axis, so cleaning up the other tracks will be pretty easy. We'll just go to the x-axis, delete the in-between keys, do the same thing for the y-axis, and for our z-axis, it looks like we just need to go in, select the keys on 1 and 15, use Set to Smooth, and then Set to Spline, and we're good to go. Alright, so that was really simple to tweak. Let's go to frame 4, acquire the value of about 7. I'll just go ahead and copy that. That needs to be transferred over to frame 11. So go ahead and paste and use the reciprocal. Great. Alright, let's go back to the wrist and take a look at frame 12. That's at about negative 7. So instead of copying the negative operation, I'll just go ahead and copy the value here without that. So we could just simply go ahead and paste that value in and we'll be good. And we need to transfer this over to frame 5. So we'll go ahead and select the left wrist, move over to frame 5. And we will go ahead and paste our value in. Oh, there we go. Just want to make sure that we are using a value of +7 here. All right, perfect. So if we were to take a look at our other tracks, we can clean up the x-axis, we can clean up the y-axis, and the z-axis we can clean up easily by using set to smooth and then set to spline. All right, let's go ahead and close out the curve editor and hit play. Take a look at that. So we have managed to basically finish our run cycle. We're getting some fabulous results that we should really be proud of. We've learned some really cool techniques for speeding up the time it takes to create these kinds of cycles. And not only that, but we've also learned techniques for adding weight and other principles of motion that would help to bring all of our animations to life. All right, so what we're going to do next is move over to the next lesson and take a look at any other areas we might want to clean up. I think everything is good to go, but we might be able to go in and add a bit more movement to the character's hips to kind of smooth them out a bit more. And I think we would be good to go at that point. And then in the following lesson, we will learn how to translate this run cycle forward.